Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Hilltop Pillbox here in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. And here we are with the Who Will Win contest. Now, as I've read through your guesses from the past week, of course, I'm speaking about the future because it hasn't happened yet, I will figure out who the winner is. And remember, specificity is the key. So, we're going to find out if these Americans, with their 71 units and overwhelming air power, can punch through the stodgy Germans, who are going to put up a fierce resistance, no doubt. All right, so we have, to start with, 19 at 2. 19 at 2. So we're going to have these 9 dice. And remember, we're going to be destroying aircraft in the order of the punch that they have. So we've got 9 dice, and then we'll roll 10 dice. So here's 9 at 2. Okay, so we start with 2 dice. So that's 2 hits. I'll leave them up there, actually. So now I need 10 more to 3. So I got 6. So I need to grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. See if the pink dice are going to represent. And all these dice are from historical board gaming. So, oh, look at that. We got one more hit. The white dice showed up. So all the medium bombers for the American Air Force have been taken out. So that's 6 dice. And they're now down to 31 dice at 4. 31 dice at 4. So AAA did all right. That's not outrageous. So they should have gotten a couple of hits and ended up getting 3. So okay, so now we have 25 at 2. 25 at 2. I think green is the one I have the most of, different shades of it, but green nonetheless. 10, that's 15. 16, and then the 9 white dice is 25. So here we go. 25 dice at 2 for the Americans. What are they going to do with it? Well, they're going to get a trio of 2s on the white dice. And complemented by a green 2. Oh, and another green 2. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but if you're watching it on your phone, probably not. So that's 5 hits. 5 hits on 25 dice at 2. That is above the bubble. They should have only gotten 2 hits. Maybe 3. Alright, so put those out there. Now they have 15 at 3, so that's going to be all the green dice minus 1, because I think there's 16 there. Of course, we'll always do a count before we roll the dice. Yep, that's 15. So 15 at 3 for the Americans. Coming at you. Well, the first 2 dice I looked at were hits. And oh, a trio of 3s in the corner. That's everything. So that's 5 more hits. That takes the Americans up to 10 damage on the Germans. And now we've got 31 at 4. 31 at 4. Let's get some different colored dice in here. Let's mess it up here a little bit. All right, what do we got? We've got 5, 10, 15, 16. So we're going to roll 15, and then we're going to roll 16, then we're going to roll 15. And there we go. So, oh, look at that. Mystery number. It is a hit. Okay, so we've got, this looks like a I won't speak too quickly, but it looks like a fairly decent outcome here for the Americans. So we've got 6 more hits. So that's going to take this up to a 12, and then we'll place a 4. All right. And now we'll roll 1 less die, as that was 16, and this is 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. So that takes it up to 8. So 20 hits so far by the Americans. And now we have 15 dice at 6. That's 15 dice at 6. The tanks and the fighters coming at you. Here we go. These beautifully painted models from Sky Marshal doing the trick. So there's a 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, and a 2. So that's another 7 hits. So that'll take this die up to a 12. And then 3 more. Alright, and then we just have 3 more. Let's get some new dice in here. Let's get these purples involved. 3 purple dice at 7. 2 hits. So that'll take it up to a 5. Okay, so 29 hits by the Americans. 29 hits. So that's going to take care of the AA gun and then the 28 infantry of the Germans. So the Germans are going to hold on to 8 infantry. All right, for the second round. What do we got? What do we got? Well, we've got 36 at 4. So we're going to take these 9 dice and we're going to add 3 yellow dice. So that's 12. 3 rounds. And these are at 4. Let's see what the Germans can do. Oh, I see quite a number of hits here. That's what the Germans were looking for. Yeah, they got 7 hits on 12 dice at 4 or less. And that's only the first round. They've got 2 more of these. Oh, this doesn't look nearly as impressive. Only 3 hits that time. So it takes up to a 10. Make sure. And then the final roll, 12 at 4 for the Germans. We've got 1. That's it. All right. Well, 11 hits. Yeah, they're low by 1 if they were doing low luck. All right, now we've got 10 dice. Let's get some different colors going here. We'll get black dice and red dice. So 10 at 6. 1, 2, 3. That is it. That is not good. So 1, and then we'll put a 2 up here. All right. Well, let's hope the 10 at 7s do a little better, or the Americans might run away with this. Yeah, it's a little better, but still a lot of double digits here. It's either double digits or 1s almost. So they got 6 hits. So again, not quite exactly what you're looking for, but I guess the Germans would take it. Okay. And now we've got 3 at 8 and 1 at 9. And the 9 rolled a 10, or a 12, and 1 10. So we got 2 more hits for the Germans. So 22. 22 hits by the Germans, and 29. All right, so 22 hits. So that's 4 is 20, and 2 more. So the Americans are down to 3 boys. Unsupported boys, but 3 boys nonetheless. 3 at 2. The Germans have lost their AA gun, and then they need to lose 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So my earlier calculation appears to be correct. They're down to 8 at 4. And of course the AAA has gone the way of the dodo, as it were. All right, so here we go. We'll do these quick. 3 at 2. And a hit. Wow, the Americans are kind of bringing it. Germany's going to have to respond. Now we got 15 at 3. 5. 10. 14. 1 more yellow. 15 at 3. We got 1. 2, 3, 4. Yep. Takes it up to 5. And now comes the big hurt. This is the one, the 31. All right, so we've got 15 here. So we'll do 16, and then we'll take 1 away for the second roll. These are at 4. Oh, this looks pretty devastating. This looks like a nasty roll here. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Oh my goodness. Well, out of 15 at 4, they got 16 at 4. Looks like they got 10 hits. 10 hits. Good grief. So that's going to take this up to a 12. And then we got to put 3 more on. Wow. But we got to do this again. That was just the first round of 16. I don't know why, the second round, crazy things happen. Alright, well, it's a little bit more down to earth all of a sudden. Looks like we just got 4 hits this time, just 4. So that was 14 hits on third. Still quite a ways above what they should have gotten. So now we have 15 at 6. I should just keep those dice there. So 15 at 6 for the tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, well, they should have gotten 7 or 8. So that takes it up to a 12. Well, they've got 24 hits again. And that's into their Panzer IVs. And now we got 3 at 7. Oh, just 1 hit this time. Got to use that die, though. 1. All right, so 25 hits for the Germans for the Americans on the Germans. Now, here we go with the German response. 8 at 4. They got 2, which is not great. Of course, it depends on what your vote was, doesn't it? So that's 8, 9, and let's get an orange one in here. We haven't had an orange one. 10 at 6. Ooh. Oh, I was getting kind of excited there, but it's not as many as I thought. But they were all grouped together, So it looks like we got 5 more. That's exactly what they should have gotten, so that takes it up to 7. Now we have 10 at 7. Looking for 6 hits here. Looking for 6 hits. We got 1. Well, the 7 showed up. 7, 7, 7, 7. And oh, well, there you go. There's 7 hits. So that'll take this to a 12. And then 2 more. I don't know though. I think the Germans just didn't get enough hits on that first round. I was hoping for more from that big stack of 36 infantry. Okay, and now we've got 3 at 8 and 1 at 9. That is 3 hits. And one of the 8s missed, so that takes us up to a 5. All right, so that's 25 on the Germans. So that's 8, 18. 23, 24, 25. So, yep, I think that's it for the Germans, folks. Because they've only got 7 units left. Now, the Americans did lose 17. So that's the men. And we're going to, we'll keep a paratrooper out there. And all the artillery and all the infantry goes. You know what? It's just the weight of dice at 4, I think, is what did them in. I think that's, they didn't get through the meat shields in time. All right, well, we only need 8 more hits. So we're going to start with the heavy hitters. 3 at 7. We got 2 hits. So it looks like an American win here. It's just going to be by how much and who's going to have the best guess. I thought the AA shooting down a couple of planes was a good, there 3 planes was going to help, but it doesn't seem to make much of a dent. So we got 15 at 6. It's 5, 6, and then the 3, 6, 9. Here we go. 15 at 6. That'll do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Yep, because that'll give them 8. Alright, so that's it then. So the Germans are going to have their last hurrah here. And we'll roll it all at once. We're going to roll 3 blue dice for the fighters. We'll do 3 black dice for the Mark 5s. And then a red die for the big Tiger. Here we go. Well, they went out well. They took out 5. So the last paratrooper from the 101st goes away. And then 4 of the heavy bombers go away. All right, well that sure still leaves an awful lot of American stuff. It'll be interesting to see what people guessed. But we're going to give you the exact rundown here of what is left. I'll write it down and then I'll show you on the camera. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heavy bombers, 1 Super Fortress. We got 3 fighters. We've got 12 tanks and 3 tacks. So we're going to see who's the closest here. The Germans really did not, that second round. Sorry, the gate closed there and it shut off, but we're going to keep going here. So yeah, that second round was very, very telling. And this is what we got left. So 5 heavy bombers, 1 Super Fortress, 3 fighters, 12 tanks, and 3 tacks. So as you know, these are all the Sky Marshal models that he has so graciously donated here to the Hilltop Pillbox, which we're very, very happy about. And also, this is all from the 1939 game. As you can see, I was running by the 1939 rules. And it's a fabulous game, 1939 Ultra. Check it out at Historical Board Gaming. And it's probably my favorite World War II game to just sit down and play. I love 36, don't get me wrong. That's why I've gone to 3 tournaments and done a few YouTube wars of it. I really enjoy it. But 39 is a wonderful, just sit down and start rolling dice, and you're killing stuff right off the get-go. And a lot of fun, so I highly recommend it. But congratulations to the winner, whoever got closest to this. Let's just see what the total is here. We got 15, 20, 24 units. Wow, 24. The preponderance of 4s, I think, is what did it. So 24 units remaining for the Americans, and from top to bottom. So hopefully someone's guess is somewhere in that ballpark, and you will be receiving, as soon as you contact me, all of these great HBG sculpts and some roundels for an Axis Minor party. Well, thanks so much for watching, folks. As we always say here, hug your loved ones, thank your friends for playing, and as always, may those dice be with you more than they were with the Germans today. Whew.